Today we're going to make my anti-inflammatory tea serum. This is iced tea concoction that I drink pretty much every day. I've got some hot water on the stove that I just brought to a boil. I've got Pyrex, some brand, glass pitcher here. Use a teapot if you want. I use what I've got. And so I've got some ginger ground up here. I've got some turmeric ground to a powder. I've got some black pepper. These three teas here, I've got gunpowder, green tea, oolong tea, which both come from the same plant. If you didn't know, oolong tea is just roasted a little bit. It's the same plant that black tea comes from. That's just roasted even more. So just a little bit different flavors, different. I like it. This is rooibos tea. It's not actually the same plant. This comes from bark of a tree in Africa. It's supposed to be really good for your digestion. I like the way it tastes. There's got a bunch of other health benefits to it. I've got a lime here. I pulled all the rinds off so that I can, or peeled them off so that the water can flow through them, and then I just sliced up the lime itself so that we'll have a bunch of vitamin C and lime flavor in there. And I think that I've covered everything. So I'm just going to come in here and normally I just dump all this stuff in here first, but I wanted to show it to you nice and pretty. So like I said, I brought water to a boil, and now I've let it cool off just a little bit because you want to use water that's a little bit less than boiling. If you use too hot of water, then you will burn nutrients off, you will bring out acids in the tea, you'll do various bad things that people have told me over the years that I can't recount at the moment. But yeah, just remember, use water that's just under boiling. The easiest way I can come up with to do that is to boil some water and then let it cool down. I'm just going to throw that lime in there. The lime peels here. The peel, it also kind of exposes the pith of the fruit. This is ginger. I use a lot of chopped up ginger. I love ginger. You really wouldn't only need to use maybe however much you want, a tablespoon. I use about a tablespoon of the gunpowder tea. This stuff breaks, or when it gets wet, becomes a completely big leaf and fills all back out. And so you don't have to use as much of that. A little bit more of the oolong, like a heaping tablespoon, and the rooibos. I like the flavor, so probably about 2 tablespoons of that. I've got here, this is in a honey jar, but this is turmeric, just ground up. I'd say a couple teaspoons to a tablespoon worth of turmeric in there. Turmeric. Some black pepper. Black pepper and turmeric work synergistically in ways that I can't explain. I'll find some videos and put them up. I used a lot actually. And you would think it's kind of weird having these spices in a tea. Well, it's a spiced tea. And just pouring that water over everything. I told my brother about this, and he's like, "Oh, I never thought of making turmeric tea." And then he called me back after he did it. He's like, "Yeah, we normal people, we call that soup." So I don't know, maybe we're just making a soup that you can sip on all day. But I'm just going to let this sit here and do its thing. The water smells potent. Alright, so it's been like 45 minutes. The tea's been sitting here. Got a big pitcher of ice and some water. I don't really get too scientific with this. I just make sure I'm getting some every day. I'm just going to pour it through this. This is a steamer. Use a colander. Usually use a colander at home. But this is going to work just as well. take a spoon and press everything because you want to get as much out as you can. Of course, you can compost all this, but I will often, I drink a variant of this every day, and I'll often use some yerba mate. I'll often reuse this right here again. I could put water in it again and put a less potent brew. But as you can see, I've watered this down quite a bit. There's still going to be a lot of little things that went through because I'm not using a fine mesh strainer. But you could start a whole other batch right now if you wanted to, just by adding some hot water. Turmeric, once again, is the main reason that I drink this every day. They're the benefits of the green tea and whatnot. But the turmeric has got many different benefits. The one that's nearest and dearest to my heart is its anti-inflammatory properties. I've had a lot of back problems and I've had a lot of issues with pain in my joints. And since I've been doing this every day, I haven't had that. So it's just part of this lifestyle that I've been adopting. So it's part of this lifestyle that I've been adopting and I've adapted to. And so here, I'll probably add a little bit more water to this, but it's a nice big jug of iced tea. It's got, let's see that, it's got some flakes floating around in it. That's fine. A little extra fiber for your system. Thank you very much for joining us. See you soon.